Yeah, so in the last video I'd had a bonfire, and you can see there now I've cleaned it out. I've got the ash, I'll show you that in a second, the wood ash, and that's the Loganberry, the fruited canes of the Loganberry in there. That'll be followed by the blackcurrant stems in due course, and any gooseberry prunings. So spinning round, here's the wood ash, about half a barrel load. So what I'm going to do is put, here's the compost bin, that's just the peas that I've removed in there. I'll put 2 or 3 spadefuls in there, and then here's where I emptied that compost with the dead trees were in. I'll put the rest in here. So this is where the first row of Monge 2 peas were. Like I said, there's my second lot coming along. Anyway, what I'll do, I just need to clean this up now. Those line pins, I'll move those just here and put a line across like I've done here, and I can just tie the asparagus stalks, you know, they're all sort of falling over now, and just tie them in so they don't snap off, so that all the energy will go back down into the feed the root mass. There we go, that's a lot tidier now, and that gives me the option of sowing something else or planting something else out. I've got a bit of room now. I might even put some more multi-sown onions in just for continuity of spring onions perhaps. Right now I'm over on the micro orchard. There's a few jobs I want to be doing. We're going to have a couple of days off, so I want to get these things done before we go away, so I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do. Right, so these 2-year-old grafted trees are on M106. I need to repot them because those white pots are just diabolical. As soon as you touch them they shatter. Excuse me, so that's another job for another day. But right now, the more pressing matter is, I noticed the other day, they're right under this big tree here, which is a cider apple, Harry Master's Jersey. And if you look at some of these branches, they've got quite a lot of fruit on, and I just thought, well, if there's quite a lot of apples dropping due to codling moth damage, then it's quite possible that they might hit those trees and snap some branches, which should be not welcome, let's say that. So the first thing I'm going to do, before I move those, I've got to make some space, and I want to try and find somewhere, so just here where this is kind of like a little nursery. It's shielded behind this storage thing here. So I thought, well, I'll move, if I move this Comfrey, it'll give me a start anyway. This is the Comfrey I did from root cuttings. So first of all, what we're going to do is go ahead and plant that. So this is where I'm planting the Comfrey. And if you look up the row, right up to the top there, so the plan's working well, coming down on this sort of border here. These were the divisions took earlier this year, and these are the root cuttings. So the ones in the pot are 3 times the size of that, but it doesn't matter, they're growing fine. So we've actually got quite a bit of work to do in preparation before we even get to uncovering the soil. So I'm going to have to prune some of this gooseberry bush out of the way. Then I've got all this big branch of willow hanging over, and there's some ground harvey you want to get rid of. So let's get to work and get this cleared. Okay, I've cleared a bit. I should have really brought my pickaxe with me. The ground's that rough, full of broken glass, big stones, bits of metal. As I say, there's been allotments here for a long time, and over the years people have just chucked stuff onto the boundary. And so, you know, if you were going to grow vegetables in it, it'd take a long time. But that's the beauty of Comfrey. You know, if you just look up, speaks itself, doesn't it? It absolutely thrives in poor soil. I'll knock this small one out the pot and see what we've got. There's like 3. So I think what I'll do is, I'm a bit unprepared because I should have brought my mattock and pickaxe. I could have really cleaned this up, but I haven't got them with me. So I'll get these 3 in, give them a good watering in, and then I'll do the other pot another day because there's probably 4 or 5 in there. So as always, when I've moved plants like this, give them a good watering. Quite a hot day as well, so although we have had a lot of rain recently. So I put the carpet back, which is where I'm standing now, just to keep the ground weed free, and then until I'm ready to divide up that other pot and get that planted, which hopefully will be in the next week. This tree was already on the orchard, but it was a different variety. I've regrafted it several times over the years. All these red ones here is Laxtons Fortune. It's carrying a good crop. They were thinned down to 2 to a spur. And then round this part, I did videos earlier in the year where I've grafted it with a variety called Jumbo, and which is making huge, absolutely enormous growth. But I was talking to Nazir, and he was saying about just cutting it back slightly because of potentially when we get gales could snap it off, which is why I put this bar in anyway to stabilise it. But I think I will just tip that back slightly. Then the other thing I need to do is this, well, I don't know, it's like epicormic growth or something. I need to just get that pruned back as well. Rings a bit like street. That's better. Okay, let's just think about. I just got to probably come back about half a big third. I'll still do the same wood. Okay, that's reduced it quite a bit now. So I'll take it off. So there's 2 other grafts of the same variety on the straight. I'm just going to do the same with them. So you see, that's still a nice size cyan wood. Even this central leader here, and these other 2 at the back, same variety. Again, just really nice size for grafting. I do want to graft this one, I'll show you why. So this is it, this is the variety Jumbo, and it really is a superb apple in my opinion. Yeah, it'll get codling moth, but it doesn't seem to get scab. It very rarely gets canker. It's dual purpose. It stores until at least March in a cool shed. So it's a winner for me, and that's why I want to graft it onto a bigger rootstock. So just a little update on the pears here. You can see that I've put some props underneath. It is round about 2 to a spur, so I'm going to take a chance and not thin them out. Probably more because I lost all the Williams pears. There were, when I came down the other day, there was about maybe 5 or 6 Williams still remaining. I've just seen one now. I'll see if I can zoom in on it. I don't know if that camera will pick that up, but every one of them was just totally full of scab, canker, brown rot. You know, they were just horrible, really. So they've all gone in the incinerator. But yeah, they were all like that. Whereas again, you know, as I've been saying about this Concorde, you know, it's mostly unaffected, and hence the reason why I want to graft it. You know, I'm going to just take the whole tree out, top of the tree off, which is the Williams is the dominant variety, and regraft it with Concorde. And the good news is I got in touch with my local orchard group, and they've said they've got Concorde and there should be as many signs as I want, because I'm probably going to need 10 or 12 to do both trees. Real bad year for brown rot, as I already said, but just keep picking them off when you see them. And my last job for the day, I got to move those trees. Just spin you around so you can see them here in the white pots. They should be okay there, they've got a bit of shelter. I've moved the black currants to the back, so yeah, I will get those repotted up though. So that's it for today. Despite Midsummer's Day feeling like a dim and distant memory, there's still loads, absolutely loads going on. Really busy. So August is not a quiet month. There's still plenty to do. So anyway folks, thanks very much as always for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button for me, drop me a comment down below, and please consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed. See you in the next one.